bottom, and welcome to our amazing Living Better and More Healthier Revolution webinar that we're doing. We're so glad that you're all here. We're not going to take up a lot of your time today, but we're going to show you the benefits of fruits and vegetables and nutrition. And then we're going to teach you, and tell you a little bit about the true American dream. So Hazel, why don't you start us off and tell us a little bit about your background and how you discovered this amazing thing called Juice Plus.
I was teaching piano for 3/4 of a century, never intended to do anything else, and I had a friend who had lived in Denver 30 plus years ago, but she now lives in Georgia, and she called me and told me I needed something. And I said, no, I don't need anything. I exercise every day. I eat fruits and vegetables. I take vitamins. I don't need anything. And she kept saying, well, you need to look at this. No, I don't want to spend the money, I just didn't. And finally she said, well, vitamins have never been shown to cure a disease, and it certainly hasn't been shown to prevent one, but this will. And I thought, how can that be? But I still didn't pay any attention to her. And finally, one day she said, well, you must be pretty healthy, or you wouldn't be able to do all the things you're doing, because I was meeting myself coming back. I was teaching 50 to 60 students a week, and they came twice a week for group and private lessons. And I was an officer in 3 different music organizations, and I had festivals on weekends. I had a big recital once a month at my house. I went to the national conference for a week every year, and the state conference for another week, and I judged all over, everywhere, judged piano events. I just couldn't see how I could add anything more to my plate. And finally, one day she said, you must be pretty healthy, or you wouldn't be able to do all the things you're doing. But how long do you think you can keep up that regimen? And I thought, wow, maybe I better look at this, because I was already into my 80s. And so I said, okay, send some to me. So she did. And I'm telling you, it changed my life. And I felt better. I was a regular girl for the first time in my life.
Wow.
And I thought there must be something to this. So I started thinking, my students are all so sickly and allergic to everything. More and more of them are allergic to more and more things.
More kids are allergic to food these days.
Yeah, and it seemed to be growing exponentially about how many different things they could be allergic to. And I thought, well, maybe that's what's wrong with them. Maybe it's their diet. Maybe I should share it. And when I did, those who subscribed to it were able to get off their allergy medication in a month. And I thought, wow, maybe there is something to this. I never had studied medicine or nutrition or anything. I just eat. I was born in 1930, so we didn't have fast food then. And so I didn't even realize that people were living on fast food, because I never had. I was shocked when I found this out. So I told more and more people, and in 2 years I was able to retire from teaching, because I decided I just don't have time to teach anymore about piano. I'd rather teach people how to be healthy, wealthy, and wise.
So Juice Plus is the #1 whole food organic product in the world. And what it really is this. We all know, the FDA and all that, recommended minimum requirements of fruits and vegetables, right, that we're all supposed to eat. Well, there's a couple of problems with that, okay? The first is that none of the fruits and vegetables that we get are vine fresh, like fresh off the vine, fresh off the harvest, fresh off the tree, fresh off the orchard, right? By the time they reach us, not only have they possibly been have pesticides and all that, but they're also losing their nutrients. Back in the ancient times, before cars, automobiles, and grocery stores, right, we would raise our own food, pick it off the vine, and prepare it and eat it right then, capturing all those nutrients. So what the Juice Plus people decided to do about 25 years ago is say, what if we could take all these fruits and vegetables and literally harvest them and compact them and make them into capsules that you can eat and capture all of those amazing nutrients. So if you spin around a bottle of Juice Plus, believe it or not, the ingredients are not triglycerium, hydrofluoric, something you can't even move, read, right? They're not sugar or corn syrup, which is most of what's in American food. And you will actually see the ingredients that say apples, grapes, bananas, oranges. Did you know, for instance, that the orange peel, I don't know how many orange peels you ate this week, but the orange peel actually has more nutrients in it than anything else. The other idea is this, is that to truly give our bodies everything that we need, it's not about just eating a lot of salad or a lot of one particular type of fruit that we might like. It's having a clear balance across the board of all the fruits and vegetables that we need to take. So my name is Daryl Stern. I'm 47 years old, and I am literally almost down 25 pounds in the past 4 months just by taking this. Now, I'm not a gym fanatic. I'm not a runner. I'm not a boxer. I'm not an athlete. All I literally did was start taking these capsules, which are very easy to swallow, and now I'm actually using the Juice Plus shakes and everything else, and I feel much better. The weight is coming off. I have more energy, and also with their new Omega product, which is not made from fish. It is made from algae, from the seas and from the salt water and from the ocean. I'm also having a lot more mental clarity and alertness and all those kind of things. So another part of this is that Juice Plus is actually the most clinically researched whole food product ever in the entire world. And there are lots of doctors, and if you happen to be a doctor or you're a chiropractor or you're any type or a dentist or any other type of medical person out there watching this webinar right now, there are more of you guys coming in to us and learning about the product and using it and actually giving it to your patients and having them prescribe-ish, to Juice Plus than ever before. So there's a link in this webinar to go and buy the product. You can actually purchase either the whole set of the 3 bottles of capsules, the Omega product, or they actually have a delicious shake and some other fruit bars and all those kind of things. So while we're talking about it, if you feel self-inclined to try this product out, it can't hurt to have more fruits and vegetables. If you were going to say, well, no, this sounds ridiculous, I don't want it, I would say, so you don't want to have more natural organic fruits and vegetables, then you'd rather eat corn syrup and whatever. A lot of people will look at it and go, wow, look at that price. But if you eat out 3 times a month, you are spending more money on potatoes and eggs and cholesterol and fat and whatever the heck's in that extra large French fries than you are in Juice Plus. So
actually, you can get this. You can get all 3 of those, the trio we call it, for $2.38 a day.
There you go.
That's cheaper than a cup of coffee.
Cheaper than a cup of coffee, and also actually cheaper and more convenient than going to a store and trying to buy all these fruits and vegetables that we need to blend up and crush and make and all these different kind of other things too. So also, Hazel is 88 years old currently while you're watching this webinar or webinar replay if you're joining us on a replay, and I am 47, so we're a generation apart, but we are both really, really excited about this product and spreading the news about good health. Your doctor is not prescribing nutrition. Do you ever go to the doctor and they ask you, what are you eating good? And they go, yeah-ish, and then that's it. And they go right on to prescribing you the chemicals and the drugs and the lower cholesterol medicine.
I've had people tell me their doctor never asked them.
Your doctor never even asks you about nutrition.
And sometimes when you take the Juice Plus and ask the doctor if you can have it, they don't understand it, and they sometimes will say, oh, no. But what you need to do is ask your doctor, can I eat more fruits and vegetables? Mm-hmm. If he says yes, then of course you're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
If he says no, you need to change doctors.
Yes, and you, if you are familiar with the internet and this magical thing called Google, you can look up and find all kinds of clinical research and documents and all that. And we do have a blog that has all that different information in it. So we invite you to try out this product. If you know that you have had anxiety or depression, it can help with that. If you know that, hey, you're overweight, you're on cholesterol medicine, you're diabetic, you're type 2 diabetic like I used to be, this is a great way to start your path towards better health. So while you're looking at that, I also wanted to bring up the fact that Hazel here is a published author. She has a book out called 88 Keys
to Living a Long and Purposeful Life.
They are named after the 88 keys on a piano keyboard. So the link to purchase her book is also over there. And if you wanted to email us and talk to us afterwards and say, hey, we would like a signed copy, then do get in touch with us afterwards, because Hazel's book is absolutely amazing and very, very inspiring. So now we're going to talk about the other part of this, which is if you've used Choose Plus, and you say to yourself, wow, this is great. Like, I know other people that could use this. Who couldn't use more fresh fruits and vegetables
Everyone.
in their diet?
Everyone.
I mean, this is if you're thinking about something that would be easy to do in terms of easy to offer other people, here's how the Juice Plus business end works. Juice Plus does all the work, right?
Right.
They process the orders. They ship the orders. They even give you all kinds of customer service, emails, printed materials, all kind of marketing materials, everything that you would need to run this business. The only thing that you have to do is just share the good news and the good story of how much more awake, alert, losing weight, feeling more fit, more energy, and all those type of things that you have on the product. So right now I want to talk to you a little bit, and Hazel's going to talk to you a little bit about the American dream, because a lot of people have different definitions of that, but we actually want to talk about what the American dream really is, like what it was way back in 1776 and before that, you know, when the Pilgrims, right, came to Plymouth Rock and all that. So why don't you tell us a little bit, Hazel, about what you realized is the American dream?
The American dream has been to be able to own your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Those people didn't come over here to work at Burger King.
Yeah.
They did not come over here to get a job. They came over here to create their life.
Yes.
And freedom. And of course, it was religious freedom that some of them came for, but just freedom to be your own boss and not have to be working for the king. And they found out that it's much better to, in fact, when they first came, they started with kind of a commune where everybody, you know, shared equally. But it didn't take them long to figure out that some people weren't working and they were getting just as much as the people that were working. And it didn't work very long until they were ready to start working for themselves.
And also, if you go out to the Midwestern part of the country and the great expanse that we had westward, a lot of the people that came over to this country did not come over poor. They actually they were actually very well off farmers who came over and had in their covered wagons that went across the West and settled the West, literally what would be almost $1 million worth of equipment and all these kind of things to go out and settle the land and have their own business doing what? Raising and growing crops, fruits, vegetables, wheat, all kinds of other different things, right? That became the agricultural center of our nation. So everybody, really, most people, you know, came to this country literally to start a business. So here's a little bit about how the Juice Plus business works. What Hazel and I are doing is we are building a team where we are going to support you and give you all of the help and support and motivation, and also social media, SEO, website design, all these other tools that you need. I run a marketing academy. I teach this. I've been 25 years in internet marketing, and this is a unique opportunity not just to join this business, but to join this business under Hazel and under me, because you get to use all of the media that we're creating of Hazel's amazing stories. You get to use, believe it or not, this webinar that you're watching right now, you're going to be able to use to show other people, to get people interested in the business. And we're going to flood you with even more resources and support to teach you how to use all the different social media platforms, and also a lot about business networking and how to get into the conversation that you can have with people at the grocery store, at the gym, at the online, at the Starbucks. God forbid you're having one of those chocolate milk boo-boos.
That would cost you a whole lot more.
$8. Yeah, I know, $8 a day. Well, yeah, I mean, if you total, I want you to ask yourself this question, and this is the bottom line. If you total up, let's say you have an $8 coffee every day, or an $8 trip to the convenience store, 2 donuts and a whatever, 3, like I used to do every day on my way to work, you know, spending $10, $16 a day on that kind of stuff. If I added that up, that's $70 a week. That's $300. That's $3,000 a year, right? That I'm spending on that. take that cost and then look at Juice Plus and say that's a no-brainer, right? To use this versus that. And then also, when you join with us, we are going to make it easy to build a team. So let's do a little math, Hazel, shall we? Okay.
All right.
What we're looking for, if you join us today in this amazing business and place your first order with Juice Plus, is then we are going to help you get 5 people to work under you in the business. Then we're going to continue to coach them and you to get 5 people each. Now, believe it or not, if you do that 6 or 7 times, you literally have built up a team of over, believe it or not, 3,000 people. So guess what happens then, and even before then, checks start coming to you in the bank, right?
Definitely.
You can start from today. Yeah.
And within 6 months, you can be making residually. Now, I don't know if you know what residual income is,
yes.
but what it is it comes in whether you do it or not. It
right.
still comes. You can get a residual income of about $500 a month within 6 months.
That's half my rent paid.
And
that's my car.
That's
payment.
what I know it can happen because I did it, and I was teaching full time at the time I did it. So you
right.
don't have to quit your job. You just need that job, that job, which means just over broke. You just need that job to pay your rent and pay your expenses
exactly.
while you're building your American dream,
exactly.
which is owning your own business.
So a lot of you might be thinking, this is another one of those pyramid schemes. This is another one of those multi-level marketing. I've heard about these. They don't work. They don't, blah, 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 blah.
And besides, pyramids are illegal.
So, and pyramids are illegal, A. And B, let me tell you about the real pyramid. The real pyramid is the CEO of Walmart, right, who makes a considerable amount of money every year, and the vice presidents and the big mahafs and the people under them. And then you go all the way down to the people that are working the cash registers, unloading the boxes of all the junk food with the sugar onto the shelf, and all of those other people that are making barely more than minimum wage. Now, the only way for them to move up the scale, up the, let's call it the pyramid, right, is for those people at the top to eventually retire, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, it could literally take you a lifetime to go up that ladder. There is no ceiling on Juice Plus. If you want to rocket this and get 10 people, 20 people the next week, 200 people the next month, 500 people underneath you and working with us the next month, go for it, because there is no ceiling to how big you can make your Juice Plus business. So what are the different levels here that you can reach?
Okay, well, don't forget, you don't have to stock anything. That's
the other thing. Now, yes.
You don't have to stock anything.
You don't have to stock anything. No garage full of stuff. You don't have to ship anything, anything at all.
No, and there's no quotas.
Right.
No, you don't have to do anything. You can do nothing, or if you want to build a business, of course, you'll want to do something, but you're not required to do anything. Now, the first week or even the first day, you can earn a $100 bonus immediately.
Yep.
And the first level is dealer, and you, if you get
dealer of good health, not the other kind of dealer.
Yeah, I better clarify that.
Yes, dealer of health and fruits and vegetables.
And if you get 2 people, you buy your own trio. That's the orchard, garden, and vineyard, and you get 2 other people to do that within the first 30 days, and you can do it in the first day.
Right.
If you do that, you get a $100 bonus immediately, besides the fact that you get the retail profit from those yourself and the other 2 people who have ordered the product.
There you go.
And so then in the next 30 days, in the next 60 days, if you continue to do that, you find a partner that will work with you, and the both of you do that same thing again, then you get a $300 bonus within any 60-day period.
I'll take it.
And so
lose weight and feel better and have more mental clarity and make $300.
Yeah, and the retail profit is, I'm not even talking about that. That's figured in too. And it keeps going like that, and at every level you get an extra bonus. So and the levels are permanent.
The levels are permanent.
You don't have to go back down to the beginning again.
You never have to start over. You never go down. So here are some things we'd like for you to do. If you were invited here by by a member of our team, you will see links over here to contact that member of that person in our team. So please do contact them to follow up. We've also put their links into this webinar so that you can sign up, buy the Juice Plus product. Go ahead and give it a try. And we know you'll be hooked right away because it's absolutely amazing. And B, if you want to join us and create your own virtual office today, we would love for you to do that. So there's a link to do that as well. There's also links to contact us. And there is also a link to purchase Hazel's amazing book. So if you guys have any questions, please keep in touch with us. Let us know what health ailments you have had, what health ailments your family has, how we can all help each other in this freedom revolution to live free as we do in this country, but also live free from sickness, from illness, from the flu, from cancer, from all these other things that people have experienced on this product. So God bless all of you. We hope that you will join us on this journey to live the true American dream. This is Hazel Rambottom, 88 years old, who is going strong, will beat your butt at the gym any day of the week. You've inspired me, and we were just recently at a convention in Las Vegas. Anybody that signs up and really works this business this year, we are going to buy you tickets to the next big group that we have in Las Vegas, the boot camp, as we call it. Fabulous. And there's all kinds of other amazing things in store. So I'm Daryl Stern. This is Hazel Ramsbottom. We hope that you will join us in this amazing thing called Juice Plus.
Let me give you my mantra. I'm Hazel. I'm 88 years old. I take no medication. Everything works and nothing hurts. And I've decided I would rather eat my vegetables than to become one.
And I will give you mine. You are a gift to the world, and the world needs your gifts. And as Master Yoda said in The Empire Strikes Back, do or do not. There is no try. And as Han Solo says, never tell me the odds. May the Force be with you. Let's live a healthier life with Juice Plus.
So if you're looking to join this business opportunity, you can say, especially for those that live in the UK, this is the bonus compensation plan for the company. So when you come in, you join in as a partner. The first position, these are all the bonus on all of them. So you keep moving your way up to the pinnacle of the company. It's an amazing opportunity. So if this is you, you can contact me on my messenger, Gladyss Osagie, on my Instagram, GladTidings19. I'm looking for 5 people who are not happy where they are financially and want to change it. So one question, what if one opportunity could change your life? So will you choose this? Thank you. God bless.